I'm Roxanne, your host, and I'm here with my co-host, the professor. And welcome to Relationship Coaching Group, where we stop guessing, start understanding, and figuring out what actually works in today's relationships. No fluff, real talk, real tips, real conversations to help you date smarter, communicate better, and figure out love together. I want to welcome my co-host. Hello, Professor.
Hello there. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderfully well, thank you.
Great. So, what you got for us today? Oh, before we start, I've got to say a big thank you to all our listeners.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you for all the love and support you guys show us. And I got to say a big shout out to Mr. Johnny. I know you're listening. Thank you for buying us some coffee. We were in a coffee shop and he bought us coffee.
We love our coffee. Oh my.
Sure
that helps us get
really
going.
Nice guy. And he listened to our podcast. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. What
coffee is always appreciated.
Yeah, coffee's
and welcomed.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, today we're going to be looking at a very current topic. It's the talk of the town. It's about emotional intelligence.
Oh, yeah. That subject comes up 24/7.
Yes. And I'm going to get started and kind of explain it a little bit.
Fire away.
Emotional intelligence isn't about being perfect or endlessly agreeable. It's about understanding emotions, regulating them, and responding with awareness rather than impulse. Professor, you want to know what emotional intelligence look like in the dating world?
I would love to.
Okay. Well, people often say they want a partner with emotional intelligence. You hear that often, don't you, Professor?
I hear it every day.
But what does that actually mean? Is it someone who communicates well? Is it someone who never gets angry? Someone deeply self-aware? Today, we're unpacking what emotional intelligence really looks like in dating, in relationships, and in everyday life. And if you hear a little background noise, there's a little construction going on out there, but we're just going to speak louder, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's... you guys know that we travel around a lot, and we're actually in a studio here.
Where?
We are in Vietnam, Da Nang.
And there's a lot of construction going on. So if you hear me speaking too loud, just give me a sign, Professor.
Yeah, don't.
So let's give a breakdown of what emotional intelligence is. It's simply defined as emotional intelligence. And Professor, it's the ability to, and I know you know this, but I like calling your name. It's the ability to, but listen, listeners, to recognize your own emotions. It's the ability to understand what triggers them and to manage emotional reactions. And also it gives you the ability to read other people's emotional states and respond with empathy and maturity. Any statements, Professor?
Statements?
Or comments?
Oh, because you're looking at me like, oh no, he's ready to go. This is one of these topics that we deal with every single day.
Yes, it's a growing.
Because they throw this around now because it's become this trendy thing to say.
Yes.
It's always been there. We've dressed it up and called it differently.
Right.
And really, in a nutshell, it's self-regulation.
Mm-hmm.
It's self-regulation. It's the capacity to manage and adapt your emotional feelings.
Yeah.
And with society today, it's become normal for us to behave in a certain manner, for us to blurt it out. You see every day someone's angry at their partner. They're in a coffee shop and they're blurting it out. You know, you're a BICT, you're this, you're that. I mean, we say it like it's normal language.
Right.
And it's not.
Right. It's having control, right?
It's having control.
Mm-hmm.
When you learn to self-regulate yourself, that shows your character. It shows your strength. It shows your worth when you can self-regulate.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Now, I want to talk to a high IQ. You know, people tell me, oh, what's your IQ? A high IQ helps you solve problems, correct? Right, Professor? Now,
I have a high IQ.
Okay.
That's fine.
Moving on. You're very smart. But now, don't get me wrong. A high IQ is wonderful. But this is why someone with emotional intelligence, which it goes as EQ, is highly sought after in the current dating scene and those looking for a committed relationship. Because having emotional intelligence helps you, just as you were saying, Professor, it helps you manage your emotions. It helps you communicate effectively and empathize with others and handle conflict better. It also empowers you to navigate everyday challenges smoothly.
Yes.
Not like a crazy person.
And that's the thing. It all boils down to self-regulation.
Yes, yes.
Communication, and we say this all the time in podcasts, in our coaching and everything. Learn to control your feelings.
Yes, and emotions.
And speak clearly, speak with intent, and you'll be surprised what can happen. We've said this before, when you're first starting out dating, ask questions, learn about, because if you go by just looks alone, you're pretty much going to get burned, because there's more to someone that just
than looks. Exactly.
And
exactly.
The problem is today we focus so much on looks instead of
what's inside of them. Yes. And how they behave.
Right. Get to know how they're behaving, how they're current. You hear that noise in the back?
This is Vietnam.
Yeah. It's a guy selling stuff on a bike going by.
Yeah.
But you have to have control.
Definitely.
A real man will have,
or a real woman,
a real woman will have control.
Yeah.
Will be able to regulate themselves, control their emotions, speak with intelligence.
Right.
And you can see those things as you're dating.
Right. And instead of saying real man, a grown up man or a grown up woman learns to control their emotions. And this is why the trend of, I want someone who's emotionally intelligent, comes to play. And let me break it down even more, why people are looking for a partner with high EQ or emotional intelligence, commonly referred as I said, EQ is commonly referred as emotionally intelligence. In relationships, being emotionally intelligent, it helps to develop trust.
Yes.
They handle disagreements constructively. They understand other people's needs, and they stay calm under pressure. And most importantly, Professor, they can control impulsive feelings. Like, they don't just lash out. They learn how to control their feelings and emotions. Very important for today's relationship to last, for a lasting relationship.
And it's, life today has got harder because we're striving for bigger things. We want more. With social media, the world has opened up, so we want more things. We want this, we want that. And so we have a lot of stress.
Mm-hmm.
That stress overflows into your personal life.
Right. It builds up.
Mm-hmm. That's where the self-regulation comes in.
Exactly. And that's why emotional intelligence, or having a high EQ, is important to those seeking, listen, not just any relationship, but a serious relationship.
Absolutely. We tell when we're in coaching or groups or anything like that, we tell people, when your partner comes home, let them vent for a minute, put the phone aside, and then that's it. Cut it off. Don't bring it all home, dump it, and keep going on about it. Have your moment, get it out, vent, and then let it go.
If you need to. Right. Right.
But that's where that emotional intelligence comes in.
Yes.
To be able to self-regulate. You come
yes.
For example, we've known each other a long time.
Yes.
We don't always agree,
No.
but we have respect for each other.
Right.
You know,
They're saying we agree to disagree.
Right.
We don't badger each other if we have different opinion. Everybody's entitled to theirs.
And that's from learning about yourself, being comfortable in yourself,
Right.
being strong in who you are,
Mm-hmm.
having courage, having wisdom, having all those things that you should carry around with you. And that should be your toolbox
Exactly.
to success.
And a successful relationship. Now, I hope our listeners are taking notes because I'm giving them some great pointers to things to look out and maybe for them to be able to gauge their target on someone who's emotionally intelligent or wanting someone who's emotionally intelligent. They'll know what to look for. They'll know some of the signs.
And
now,
not just their partner, but themselves.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. If they're the ones that
are... You can't expect your partner to be, and you're not.
Exactly. Because they may be the one, our listeners, you may be, if your partner isn't blowing off or popping off at little things, you might be the one. Yeah. So I hope you all are taking notes because now here's the thing. People with high EQ or emotionally intelligent can actually say exactly how they're feeling. They don't just say, "Oh, you say, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine." Or, "What's wrong? Is something wrong? It's all good." And another saying is, we didn't get to do what we wanted to do. And then they say, "Well, it is what it is." High EQ folks go deeper. They may say, "Well, I feel as though you're not taking me serious," or "I feel a little anxious," or I'm feeling a little hurt by what you said or by what you did," or "I don't think you're hearing me and I feel overwhelmed." And that leads into a discussion because Professor, if you would tell me, I'm feeling hurt by what you said. Well, what did I say? I'm sorry if I hurt you, but tell me what I said so that I won't do that again. That's how a real conversation goes.
And you regulate your tone.
Right.
Regulate your volume. Regulation looks like, you take a breath before you react to a stressful situation. You think objectively. And you adapt well to changing circumstances. Yes,
good.
To be able to adapt. I always say that people who can solve problems, good problem solvers,
mm-hmm.
they tend to have good emotional stability.
And communication. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Because they think beyond.
Yes.
Instead of reacting. When you're a good problem solver, you're thinking about how to fix, how to make this better.
That's good.
In a relationship and everything else. In today, when looking for a partner, you want to look for a partner that's going to match. Again, it's not just looks.
Right.
I'm going to quote one of my favorites, Judge Judy. Beauty fades, but dumb is forever.
Right. Yeah.
And that is a fact. You could be as beautiful as they come, but if you don't have enough cheese on your cracker, then hey.
Oh wow, I haven't heard that enough cheese on your cracker. if you don't have self-awareness.
Absolutely.
Look inside and if you're going from person to person, it might be you. So there may be some things we have to keep learning. We can't just say, "Okay, I have my master's degree in physiology," and stop there because a lot of times you won't even use what you've learned in school. Right. Because there's another education and it's a worldly education. Life. Exactly. Now, Professor, kind of piggybacking on what you said about what you just said.
Oh, so it looks like you take a breath before reacting to stressful situations. You think objectively and adapt well to changing circumstances.
Yes. So I'm going to give a tip for free. Okay, this is for free, and I really hope you listeners are taking notes. This tip is You can't communicate effectively if you don't understand what you're feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Many conflicts aren't caused by anger. They're caused by misunderstood hurt. Because, going back, if you just say, what's wrong with you? I'm fine. I'm fine. Or, you look like you had a bad day. It's all good. It's all good. And like Professor said, it's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
How can I communicate with that type of language? That type of, there's anger in there, and I shut down. I'm not going to speak with you if you come to me. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. You have to learn. That's why emotional intelligence is important, because you have to be, if you want a long-lasting relationship, whether you're married or whether you're single, and you're looking for a long-term relationship, or you're in one and want it to last, you got to keep learning. You got to keep learning about self and trying to make yourself better. Right?
I always tell people, if you want to see how you are, the other side of that is social awareness.
Yes.
So if you're single or you're looking, then you need to look at social awareness, and that's the ability to pick up on the accuracy, the interpret the emotions, the needs, the concerns of others.
Right.
You got to be able to pick up on that.
Right.
And you are good at reading social cues, listening, actively understanding where others are coming from. So it's not about you all the time.
That's part of having high EQ. Go ahead, Professor.
So when you're out and about, you're meeting people, ask them questions. Oh, so what do you do? Oh, that's real good. Tell me more about that. And you're showing somebody that you're interested in them. It's not always about you, what I got, what I do, what I want. And that is social awareness.
Yeah.
And also listening with intent, because you could meet someone and you're talking and they're saying, but you're not listening because you're not reading between the lines. They may have lost someone. They may have be going through a tough time right now, and you're the voice that they needed to hear.
Right.
So social awareness.
Yes.
That's where you start.
Being empathetic. Yeah.
So if you can behave and bring up your social awareness, then your emotional awareness becomes even stronger.
Yes. Now, I have an example of showing someone with maybe a low EQ and someone with a high EQ. Let's say your partner forgets to text back. Now, someone with a low EQ would probably say, with an attitude, you obviously don't care about me. But someone with a high EQ would probably say, I was getting a little worried when I didn't hear from you. Now, that right there changes everything. Emotional intelligence takes ownership of their response to conflict. They don't say, you made me angry or you ruined my mood. They would say, I felt hurt by what you said, and I feel as though I let you down. It's how you communicate.
Absolutely. I like to call that relationship management.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's the ability to use your understanding of emotions to communicate clearly, build strong bonds, and resolve conflict.
Yes. And it's important to know that people with high EQ, it doesn't mean that they're nice all the time. They do still say no,
Oh, yeah.
They have boundaries. They may say something like this: I care about you, but your behavior is unacceptable. So they're letting you know exactly what's bothering them, or what they don't like, or what they would like maybe to change in the relationship.
Your words should be inspiring.
Yes.
You should be influencing. You should be lifting, not putting someone down.
Right.
And it's all on your tone, on how you say it, and your facial expression. One of the things I don't like texting. I get on the phone because I want to hear your voice. I want to hear the concerns. I want to hear how you sound.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I know I can hear what's happening in your voice.
Right.
Smiley emoji doesn't do anything for me. I want to hear your voice. You know, and we've come so disconnected from communicating with each other that people hold long conversation. I got a long text this morning. I said, don't text me that, call me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, again, the society has changed how we communicate. We need to get back to talking and communicating. We've said this before. We've been out and we're at restaurants and we're watching people and you see them both on their phone.
Oh, yeah.
And haven't said a word to each other.
Yep. They'll even put a video on while eating with their family member or partner. Yeah. Yeah. So they're watching the video.
Emotional intelligence is so much, but don't throw the word around and use that as your battle cry.
Know what it means. And that's why we're having this topic going on, because we want to make sure that everyone understands, because it is thrown around a lot. And we just want everybody to be clear, not only for what you're looking for, but for who you are as well.
And I'm you got me watching this show, the thing. I don't want to mention the show, but you know, pop the whatever. And I love it when these women say, "Oh, I want someone with emotional intelligence," and then you go down the line and you're disrespectful. I don't like your shoes. I don't like your belt. Don't like your hair. And wait a minute, you just demanded emotional intelligence from someone, but yet your behavior is the total opposite.
Right.
So don't throw that word around. This is why you don't behave it yourself.
That's good. That's good. And if you're looking for someone with high EQ, sorry, I'm going to give you some signs of people with low EQ and high EQ.
Fire away.
Low emotional intelligence, people that are lacking in emotional intelligence, they're defensive when they don't agree with you.
Oh, yes.
And they do that love bombing where they just kind of throw love or throw everything at you at one time, and then they'll dismiss you. Because they're not consistent in communication, nor are they consistent with their actions.
Yes. Preach it.
Yep. And they don't have the ability to apologize.
Yes.
They do not apologize for anything. And that's because their communication is hot and cold.
Yes.
You don't know when they're going to pop off or when they're going to explode. But okay, now here's signs of someone with high EQ. They're consistent. They're accountable. They not only hear you, but they listen.
Yes.
Their emotional level pretty much remains consistent. So these are people you can depend on. If they say, I'm going to be here at 2:00, I'll pick you up at 2:00. They are there 5 minutes early just to make sure they're not late.
Right.
If they say they're going to do something, they do it. You can depend on them. And you don't have to worry that if you say something wrong, that they're going to just blow up. Now, here's a tip for free. You ready, Professor?
Far away.
Attraction gets the attention, but emotional intelligence builds safety. Many people are attracted to excitement, but stay in love with emotional safety.
Yes.
All that I said about high EQ is people that you can depend on, people that are consistent, people that they don't just blow up for any little thing.
Yep.
So emotional intelligence people create safety because you don't have to wonder. You don't have to wonder, are they going to explode over the least little thing or comment? That what we're just talking about. Just want to reiterate these things. They will shut down or leave because we had an agreement. You don't have to wonder if they're going to shut down. You don't have to wonder if they're going to leave just because you had a disagreement. They'll be there. Instead, they will make you feel secure enough to be yourself. And that's a great feeling, to be able to be yourself.
And I don't know if you remember, we did a group session a couple of weeks ago, and the lady stood up and she said that, and he was sitting right there. said that the other day they had an argument and she went off and berating him out in public. And she said, he just walked away.
Mm.
And what did I say? I said, that's a man that is self-regulated.
Yes.
And she said, well, what does that mean? Because he said, I'm going to remove myself from here, from this situation before it gets out of control.
Yes.
That's self-regulated.
Yes.
He's not, because she's saying, well, that's weak. And I'm like, that's not a weak man. That's a strong man that could regulate himself and say, I'm going to remove myself from this situation before it gets out of control.
That's good.
And she just looked at me like I was crazy.
And she doesn't realize that he's keeping her safe,
right,
from blowing up, and
making her look a fool.
Right. And undoubtedly she's unaware that feeling safe, it creates deeper intimacy.
Absolutely. When you're safe with your partner, we're not talking about cuddled up at home and watching Netflix and chill. That's not what we're talking about. Safe. That means no matter where you are, you're comfortable and you know that you're safe emotionally, physically,
yes,
everything. That you literally feel that person's arms around when you're not together.
That's good.
That's safety. That's that safety net.
Yes.
Well, you know that when I come home or you go home, that someone's going to be there to hear your pain. Whatever you went through for the day, you didn't get that promotion or whatever. And they're there, they listen to you and they say, hon, we got this.
Yes.
Or you say to your man, honey, we got this.
That's good.
That's being aware emotionally.
Yes.
And we have to start working on that because more and more relationships are dying because we're so quick to react instead of self-regulate.
That's good. And again, we just hope that you're taking notes of this because if you're interested to improve and build your emotional intelligence muscle, here are some tips. First, be self-aware. Recognize your emotions, as Professor's been saying. Manage those emotions and behaviors. Have empathy for others. Brush up on your social skills. Now, this is an important one. Pause before reacting.
Yes. Take that breath.
Yes. Pause before reacting and practice active listening. Don't just hear your partner. Listen to them.
And feel.
Yes.
Listen, not just with your ears, with your mind, with your soul, with your heart. Listen, watch their lips. Listen, focus. Feel everything they're saying.
Yes. And if you're questioning your emotional intelligence, ask yourself, do I react or respond? Can I apologize sincerely? Do people feel emotionally safe around me?
Yes.
What you just said. How do I handle criticism? And can I communicate my needs clearly? If you need space, don't just say, leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
That's not communicating.
No,
that's
you're
dismissiveness.
Yes. I need some time. Sometimes you come home from work, whether it's the woman or the man, you come home from work and your partner wants to just smother you with hugs and kisses and you had a rough day. Don't just say, leave me alone.
You just say, honey.
What do you say, Professor? What do you say?
Just say, honey, thank you. But just give me a moment. Let me come down. Just want to go sit on the bed. Just want to chill for a minute.
That's how you do it.
That's how you say it.
That's how you do it.
You don't have to say, hey, stop, don't touch me, get me. And then how do you expect your man to love you after that?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. He may not touch you the rest of the night.
Because he don't know what the hell, what you can't communicate with.
Yes.
Respect.
Speak clearly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
now,
if you don't know how to do it, go to our website, send us an email, and we'll help you fix it.
That's right. We're there to help you. Now, in closing, let me say this. Emotional intelligence isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. It's about learning to sit with discomfort without letting it control you. And in relationships, emotional intelligence may be one of the most attractive qualities because it creates something we all crave: emotional safety. We've been saying that throughout the podcast. Now, one last thing, Professor. We often ask whether someone is our type, but maybe the better question is, listeners, I hope you're hearing us. Are they emotionally safe enough for us to be fully ourselves around them?
Yes.
Because chemistry may start a relationship, but emotional intelligence often determines whether it survives.
Yes.
Let me say that again. Chemistry may start a relationship, but emotional intelligence often determines whether it survives.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You couldn't have said it any more beautiful.
Why, thank you. Do you have any last pointers for our listeners?
Listeners, we want you to have an amazing relationship. If we can help you with that, we're happy to do it. But don't wait until the damage is so bad that it can't be fixed.
Yeah.
Fix it now while you can, because the longer you keep disrespecting each other and not loving each other and not showing each other emotional security, then there comes a point where it's not fixable. And that's happening more than you can imagine.
Yes. Yes. And Professor, and I know you're with me, we want to thank each and every one of you for being here, and thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey. And if this episode resonated with you, please like, follow, and download. Also, share with someone who may benefit from this podcast. And you can find us at relationshipcoachinggroup.com, where you can email us if you have questions or comments, or just want to learn about the services we offer. So until next time, take care of your heart, protect your peace, and keep choosing relationships that help you grow. And remember, you're not alone. Together, we got this.